What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. My name is Skyler and you're watching Ginger Auto. I am here going to be working on my Subaru, hopefully finishing up the gas door, and so I can cross that off my list. So let's get started. If you guys are new to the channel or haven't seen my last gas door video, this is the gas door that I made for my car. This is the AIT 22B wide body kit, and it doesn't come with a gas door, and so I decided to make my own. So this is something I made out of fiberglass and body filler, and it turned out pretty good. If you want to watch how I did that, then you can watch my other video on it, just a couple videos back. So here I'm going to try and finish installing it, see how it goes. Here's the stock door. Right now I have it in there with a spacer, and this isn't a good length. It's pretty good on the bottom, but obviously you can see the top is poking out. So I'm going to measure where this bottom is right now, because I think that's pretty close to where I want it. And then I'm going to cut my other spacer to that length, and then I can trim this top one down to try and bring the top in more. So I pretty much have it the way I want it mounted. It opens and closes for the most part. I think what I'm going to do is come with a grinder and trim all this back off, just because I don't need it. Cut this off so it's out of the way, and then start throwing my piece over it to see how it will fit. So after trying my last design of just gluing it onto the old door pushed out, I realized that I wasn't going to be able, because this tapers here, I wasn't going to be able to open this without the edge here catching, which wouldn't allow it to open all the way. So here I am now. I made a bracket, a new bracket that bolts on with the old screws. I cut up the old gas door by cutting the skin off, by cutting off those 4 points. That's the only way it's held on, right there, there, and there, and there. Cut the skin off, and then I cut the old hinge, I guess, and this is where the old holes were for the old bracket, so it would mount inside there like so. So I cut those off, and what I'm going to be doing is welding this onto here, which will push this further out and further back, which I'm hoping will allow it so that there isn't going to be as much rubbing on this backside. So that's where I'm at now. Keep you posted how it goes. What's up, guys? Welcome to day 3 of me finishing up this door. I think I'm finally to a point where I'm going to be gluing it on. Just a recap of where I'm at. I made this bracket, cut this inner skeleton off of the door just by cutting the ends off of here. These 4 points is where it's tack welded onto the door skin, and then I cut the ends off here, which are the mounting points that used to mount onto here, so I just cut those and then tack welded it onto my bracket. And I'll be gluing my cover onto the original inner skeleton of the door. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm going to be gluing this on so that it will set tonight, and then hopefully that means it'll be ready to finish tomorrow. So yep, that's what I'm doing today. So the stuff I'm going to be using to glue this door on is 3M panel bonding adhesive. This is the same stuff that I used to glue on my rear quarters. There it is. Hopefully it sets right. So I laid the glue down, put it in there, have a little piece of metal here for a shim, tape to make sure it doesn't move, and then this board's just to hold it with a slight amount of pressure, not too much to like cause any kind of warping, or just enough to hold it in place. So we'll find out in the morning if it set right and it's gonna work. What's up, guys? It is the next morning and this should be dry, so let's see how she turned out. Woohoo! Not bad. Some spots that I'll have to shave down a little bit, but just hits a little bit right there, the corner. But it's pretty good. I'm happy with that. A little more fine tuning and should work good. Sweet. So from the outside you would think, oh yeah, that looks good, it's working good. But the issue is, whenever I try to open it, this corner right here rubs. And I cannot get that to stop happening. And if I try and mount it further up so it doesn't rub, then when you close it, it's off. On this upper corner, and nothing that I have tried has worked. It has been really frustrating because I worked on this for probably 3 or 4 days now. And so I'm going to be scrapping this hinge system all the way, cutting this off, and making my own hinges. So, yep, that's what I'll be doing today. This is where I'm at with this. Just cut off the hinges, cut off some tabs. I'll cut that one off later, just so it looks a little more flush. And I'll be cutting off that catcher later. Just been using it to measure depth, because it hits on this cap just right, and so it stops it from going in. Yeah, there's that. Here's a bracket that I've made. I think I'll still be able to use this. I'll just grind those off to smooth it out and then start with my other hinges. So this is what I have so far for my design. I used the old bracket. This is the new bracket I made. I made it so it has a little bit of adjustment. That way I don't have to take it on and off every time I want to try and adjust the door. I can just tighten it down with those. These are the holes for the new hinge system. Pretty happy with how it turned out. Now let's make the hinge arms. What's up, guys? Here's a little update. It's the next day. This is how far I got yesterday. I'll remember the bracket I was making. Really, the only thing new are these arms that I made. It's kind of a double joint arm. And right now I'm trying to figure out the best method to measure where to weld these onto the door to make it sit perfectly in here. So that's kind of what I'm doing now. yeah. So that's what I'm doing now. So let's get back to it. I wish I was telling you how great this was. And yeah, it closes great actually, which is cool, but come on. And it works good the way I planned it. It opens, but it doesn't open all the way. That's about the furthest I can get it. So, another design fail. I think what I have to do is throw another pivot point in here and move this forward. I actually think I'm going to make it open like this and swing open that way. I don't know. We'll see. I think that's fail number 6. And redesign time. So, make some longer arms. Try again. Well guys, finally, after 6 design changes and a lot of frustration, I finally have a design that is going to work. And I will put you on the tripod so I can demonstrate how it works. So, something like that. It's not fully done. Needs a little bit more tweaking, but that is the idea that I've been after this entire time. And I think I'm gonna end up tack welding these hinges together, because honestly I don't think I need them. Just having these 2 pivot points here, it looks like it closes and opens the way it should. It just needs this angle to be able to clear the body and roll over like that. But yeah, I'm extremely happy with it. It took a lot of time and a lot of thinking, but it finally paid off. And I'm pretty pumped. Sweet. Well, I think I'm going to be done for the day because I'm sick of looking at this door. Well guys, I think that's where I'm going to wrap up this video. I'm stoked on how that fuel door finally turned out. It took me like 4 days of redesigning and rethinking things, but I finally got it the way I want it. And it all paid off because at the end of the day, I have one-of-a-kind fuel door that I won't see on any other Subaru, and it's something that I built. And so that's what I love about building cars, is you get to do it your way, and you get the satisfaction of knowing that you did it. And if you guys have projects that you're doing, just remember to keep going. Don't get discouraged. You will be able to figure it out. There is always a way with fabrication. And yeah, just don't give up. And I'd like to thank all the new subscribers and the old subscribers who have been following me for the last few months. I finally made it over 100 subscribers, and I'm pumped about that. That was my first goal. And yeah, I just want to keep going up from there. And so thank you all for the support. And next video we're going to be working on the wheel wells on the Subaru, which I'm excited about. So yeah, stay tuned for that one, and we'll catch you then. Peace.